The thing
Okay.
of it is if you are accountable, then you know that you had a role to play in there. And what do I mean? You either stayed, sometimes we stay too long, sometimes we accept too much, whatever the deal is. But that's not to say that you take full um
Mhm.
well, you take full accountability for your role in the
Right.
relationship. And that's not to say that, you know what, when that relationship first ends, that you don't go through a natural response of, I'm going to get you, sucker. You know what I mean? Or
Right.
because you're in your feelings, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not
Right.
everybody goes on the attack mode, and nor do I. I don't actually. You know what? I'll tell you something. My MO has always been bye.
Right.
And when I say goodbye, it's usually I don't look back. That
Right.
is that is the cutoff, especially now, because that was not always the case. Anyways, my whole point being is that I lost my point because I got caught up in my own thoughts. But no, I think that if you are taking accountability, you're not going to allow yourself to stay in that blame game for
How
too long.
about if it's your wounds? How do you balance or handle your part, right? Because it can also be you.
It can also be me. Yes, yes. Accountability.
Right. That's
Accountability,
fair.
listen, I think that that's the when you
That's
can be
fair.
transparent, and here's where it can get okay. If you are being transparent and somebody else is not being transparent, because we're human, our behaviors can be as such of where you know what they
Yeah.
become unbalanced, and you know what we're not so aligned, and you start acting out a certain way. My whole point being is that accountability means when someone shows it out to you and it's reflected to you, do you see it? And if
Right.
you are healthier, then you will. If not,
Mm,
then you won't.
it is about accountability at the end of the day.
Mm,
But also, yeah, it is. Yeah. Also with the other person and also with yourself being kind to yourself, right? It's a balance, I feel like. Um,
Cause you know when you've wronged somebody, or you know when you know when you weren't right. I don't know. I don't feel so good when I know that I'm in the wrong. I know, and I wanna fix it, or I want to, you know what, bring some clarity to it. And maybe that clarity is just like, you know what, I fucked up. I messed
right.
up. You know what I
That's
mean?
yeah. Mm,
And that's more for your own soul. That's more for your own soul than it is really even for the other person at that particular point.
right. I What do you think is the difference between self-reliance and self-protection? Because self-reliance and self-protection, because it can keep people at a distance. You see what I mean?
Yes.
When you're self-reliant,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
like when people see you, they're like, "Oh, she."
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. And sometimes, I just want to go back to that. I'm every woman. I got it. I got my own bag, I got my own place, I got my own, but you ain't got no love. You ain't got no
Mm.
you know what,
Well,
stroking your back at night, or someone that you can lay your burden down to. So there's that element that is there. And you said, ask me the question again. Ask me the question
hello?
again. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear
Can
me?
you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Okay, I'm
hearing the
hearing the
echo.
echo.
I think your microphone died too.